Welcome to the NASCAR Heat 5 Pro Series, Round 4 at Loudon, also known as New Hampshire. I am your host, Inferno Speed, back for a couple weeks. Seems like we haven't heard your voice in ever. Go ahead and introduce yourself, T. Branham.
Hey everybody, it's T Brain. I'm finally back again. Yeah, man, it's been a good little break. Had a few weeks off for vacation and uh, been missing it. Been missing it, but glad to be back for this New Hampshire race.
Yeah, yeah. And we also have a great surprise, as today is May the 4th be with you. So tonight will be our Star Wars night. So expect during the broadcast for us to add some little Star Wars puns in there, um, and just have an overall good night. So tonight's race is going to be 75 laps. These drivers will only have to pit once. They can go about 45 laps on a tank, so it's all going to come down to pit strategy if this thing goes green. Um, you're looking forward to. We got a couple new names showing up tonight. Couple weekly reigners going to be here tonight. Um, Also, some news out of RCR. The whole entire team is not going to be here tonight. Um, Maverick Moose, has went down to a part time, so he's going to be a weekly reigner. Um, and um, DD King will be taking his spot, most likely as of next week. So RCR gonna fall behind in points. Branham, they're kind of in a do or die situation at this point.
Yeah, I agree, and that's a little unfortunate for Team RCR. Having one guy out is enough. That hurts your team enough, but having both guys out, that's a big bummer. Um, I was going to ask you, Inferno, this race being at New Hampshire, 75 laps, like you said, you can basically, depending on how good you are at your fuel strategy, you should be able to stretch it out, anywhere between 37 and 45-ish laps before you have to pit. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be a single pit stop tonight. Is there anybody in particular you have your eye on? I know I've missed a few weeks, but so far we've had a different winner every race so far, three different winners. So anybody in particular that you've got your eye on?
Um, Sean for life. This is his home track. He actually does not like this
Okay.
track, but so you can see him do well. So looking forward to him racing here,
Okay.
and so overall, I think Rowdy said he likes this track. So expect them as we interviewed Team Penske on Tuesday night. That was a lot of fun. Got to know those guys. And overall, just having a good race. So your pole sitter for tonight is going to be That's a Hot One. So he got the pole, and next next to him is the nine of racing, and then there Sean for life, like I said, and then your boy Lying Cone in fourth, serving Cone got a good qualification. I think we are green. No, we are not. So everyone just getting lined up, getting ready to go. Oh yes, in this league, they're getting their pod racers hooked up and ready to go. Everyone's gonna have their adjustments, maybe get some blue milk, and
What
yeah.
about you, Inferno? You drinking some of that blue milk before tonight's race?
I am not. I did not get up in time. I might be maybe later, maybe later. So,
Yeah,
but
I don't know how I feel about the blue milk.
I, I'm actually going to
I'm also
Disney this year and actually going to try it for real. So,
There you go.
yeah.
But I should say I'm not big on regular milk as it is, so the blue milk just adds an extra layer of
I did
uncomfortable for
see,
me.
um, and hopefully I don't get copyright infringement, but I did see the milk company True Moo is actually coming out with, and it's with Star Wars. They're going to be making blue milk,
Oh wow,
and it's supposed to taste like kind of like a strawberry vanilla.
interesting.
Yeah, so, but that's enough about milk, as That's a Hot One is going to take the outside. He's going to start right next to racing with Sean for Life in third and Lincoln in second or fourth. And now we are green flag here at Loudon. 75 laps, like I said. This track is a really technical track. You can get into trouble very easily, but like we said week one, these guys are the best, so expect them to do what a lot of drivers can't here.
Oh, we got a problem with the 14. Not sure exactly what happened there. He went out into the grass.
Racing got the lead from That's a Hot One. Sean for Life runs in the back of Racing. That's a Hot One got a great corner off there. Should be interesting to see what goes on early.
Sean for Life trying to make a move on the 99. He's staying on this low line. He does get the pass made.
Yeah. So usually pod races are only 3 laps tonight. Usually. Well, this race is 75, so these drivers are ready to go. It is a short track, so they might use their bumpers instead of lightsabers tonight.
Oh, and Sean for Life, if he got moved down to the bottom part of the track.
That's a Hot One, takes the lead. Sean for Life, that he lost quite a bit there. He dropped back to the 8th position. Ooh, contact between the 31 and the 9. That's going to open the door for Linecomb.
With the number 1 of Irish making a move on the 12 car.
Racing trying to separate himself. Once again, there's Linecomb. Slide job in the 4th position. He has still not won a race. Branham, who's your pick to win this race?
You know, hey, you can't root out my guy Dusty Stud in the 23 car. You know, Dusty's a good pick here. But also, you know, watch out for the 99 of Lion Cone. He's another one. But you know, like you said, to me it is kind of a little bit surprising that we haven't seen a better showing out of Slide Job yet. I know both of us have raced with Slide in multiple different leagues, and Slide's he's a strong contender, you know, week in and week out. So maybe it'll be him that comes away with the victory tonight. I don't know.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to pick him. Mr. Slide Job, I'm picking you. Go win this thing.
There you go. You heard it right here, Inferno. There's a good little battle with the top 3 right now.
This is a very technical track, kind of like Phoenix in that matter. Oh, his 31's going to move the 9 up the track a little bit. Amazing the 9 was able to hold that.
Yeah, it is. Starting to get a little bit of a gap between the top 3. Not much. Everybody's staying pretty tight-knit, but those top 3 are staying pretty close together. Kind of jockeying for position, taking turns, taking the lead.
This is a tough
going
track
low on Dusty Stud.
And this is also Mr.
Tap.
Slide Job's home track. A lot of drivers' home track is New Hampshire.
Well, maybe you called it then. Maybe Slide gets the dub today. He's hanging solid right now in 4th place.
You want to know what planet New Hampshire reminds me of?
What's that?
Endor.
Okay.
It's all
see that.
forests, mountains.
I can see that.
Oh, and Slide Job moves him out of the way. Slide Job moves Line Cone out of the way.
So thank you. I'll take that position. Good little move right there by Slide. Being aggressive early.
The force is strong with him today.
I was waiting for it.
Which driver do you expect to show their dark side today?
Well, I feel like we're seeing a little bit of the dark side of Slide already. He's getting a little aggressive, pushing people out of the way. That's a hot one. You know, he got the fastest lap in qualifying. He was our pole starter and actually just took the lead back in the 9 car. We might see the dark side out of him today. You know, racing 87, you know, he's been pretty impressive. You know, he was impressive before the season started, and you know, winning the first race, I believe it was, right out of the gate, and then now, you know, just a couple races down the road, and you know, he's qualifying in 2nd position and in contention. It's pretty impressive. This is not a chump league. I mean, these are the best of the best, these guys. So for you to stay that consistent racing at the front of the pack, that's pretty impressive.
These cars have got to be set up for the long run. So, oh, and the 12 of Rowdy into the wall.
I think he's loose, Inferno. What are you thinking? I see the 12 going wide on just about every turn now.
Yeah, I mean, could be tight though. Now he's in a hornet's nest back there. Oh, 23 of Dusty out of control, spinning.
Oh my gosh!
Is that a 1 car? Will that be ruled a 1 car?
I think so. I think they're going to stay green.
Oh, Dusty hits the wall again.
Do you think he's having some sort of mechanical failures?
Maybe a broken wheel.
Got something going on, that's for sure.
Very unfortunate for Dusty Spud.
But it looks like we are going to stay green, so that's good. It's good news. 12 car riding the tail of the 18. Looks like RC Rowdy might try to dive onto the inside and make a run.
This could be a really good day for Colleague. You got Hot One leading, and you got Slide in 3rd, looking for 2nd right now. He's going to get to the inside of racing for 2nd place. Mr. Slide Job, a.k.a. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Still trying it. Oh, I think he just got it done there. What a move by Slide. And you know, you're right. You're right on that. And honestly, Colleague needs the points. This would be a big race for them.
Tyler needs the points. Slide job. Says hello there and takes the position. What do you think, Branham, of Sean for Life's comments the other night about?
You might have to fill me in here, Inferno.
Okay, so Sean for Life said that Line Cone gets lucky, and that's how he's winning races.
I don't know if I completely agree with that. I think Line Cone is a really good driver. I think he's really talented and honestly probably a little underrated. But we both saw him in the qualifiers before this season started, and I mean, dude was hot right out of the gate. So I don't really know how much luck is playing a factor in any of this.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely fast. Don't get me wrong. So, but you don't see him really get that much adversity so far, so it should be interesting to see. As right now, we're trying to see Sean for Life, and right now he's back in the Hornets' nest. So, I mean, right now he's got trying to overcome his adversity right now, as he's right next to Rowdy, his teammate, and 18 of Fast Racer. Sean for Life moves the Fast Racer into the wall a little bit there, as they're battling really, really hard for this position.
And we are just coming on to lap 26 of the race, lap 26 out of 75. So we're just over a third of the way through this race. So what do you think, Inferno? Like I said earlier, depending on how these guys are managing their fuel, they can stretch this out as much as almost 45 laps if they want to. Do you think anybody's going to take the risk and pit early and then try to hold it late, or do you think you're going to see most of these guys pitting at the same time?
Well, I'd like to think, and this is why I only have 2 wins, when it comes to pitting, you got to make sure that you get to the point where you can make it. And these cars can go 45 laps. And in a 75 lap race, the median is at lap 38. So it all depends on how your car's handling. Like Hot One right now, he's got about a 1.5 second lead over wow, Line Cone came from 4th and already has 2nd.
Yep, I see that. But Slide is really hanging on to this outside line. Well, he might have lost a little right there, but he's dedicated to this outside line, so maybe he's gonna end up making a pass here in just a moment. He's going to the inside now, trying to change it up. A little bit of a push, a little bit of a shove. He takes the spot back, although he's got the number 9 car on his inside. Oh. Goodness.
Line Cone into the wall. Irish is going to get by Line Cone now. So literally, Line Cone went from 2nd to 5th by that
slide going
slide
wide.
job.
Man, and the 4 of these guys are just under a blanket. They're
all
gonna
wreck.
Trying to switch
They're
positions.
going to wreck. Slide job now in 2nd.
Tell you what, these guys are going to have to be a little bit clean right here and stretch this out, because they are just letting That's a Hot One run away.
But do you think, we saw it at Charlotte, right, in the qualifiers. Hot One got off to a huge lead, but his car was set up such for the early run that Line Cone was able to track him down.
It's true.
Could that could our second, third, and fourth place drivers, could they be set up for the long run? And that's why you're seeing Hot One get such a lead, as we should be in our fuel window.
It very well could be. I mean, you've got a good point there. I mean, we could see him eventually start to fade off here pretty soon, and the rest of this pack catch back up.
We should be in our fuel window right now.
We should be really close. Yep, absolutely.
Racing down the 5th position.
Ooh, the 55 and the 18 both going low on the 12th car of RC Rowdy. Both trying to make a move.
Sean for Life has made it to the 7th position. Hot. All right, we're gonna take you through the field. Your leader is That's a Hot One. Second place is Mr. Slide Job. Third place is Line Cone. Irish is in 4th place. Fifth place is Racing. .44 of Twisted Bush in 6th place. Sean for Life in 7th place.
Now on lap 36, Inferno. So just like you mentioned, I mean, we're right there in the middle of this pit window. Any second now, I feel like there's going to be guys within the next, I don't know, 3 to 5 laps. Should be pulling into pit lane.
19 of Nick is in pit lane.
And there we go.
Hot One has stretched that lead out though. If I'm Hot One right now, you've got such a lead. I would just keep going and then wait for them to make their move. Right? Because you don't want to be as there's 2 more cars on pit road right now.
So yeah, you think you just stay out as long as you possibly can, huh?
5, a crew cab, and the 19 to Nick. Nick may have lagged out. Because he's been in there a while.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did, and that's unfortunate for Nick.
Line Cone got by Slide Job.
Wow.
Irish.
And Irish right there on the tail. Yep.
Irish gonna look to the inside of Slide Job.
Curious to see what That's a Hot One does. I mean, he's basically held this lead, you know, from the get-go. And curious to see if that's what he's going to do. Is kind of what you're saying. Just stay out as long as humanly possible.
Slide Job gonna go to the bottom on Irish. Slide Job is the first in the pits out of the top 4.
Here he goes. You think we're going to start to see the other ones cycle in now that they see him make a move? Or?
You have to, because Slide Job's advantage is going to be such a big deal. If they stay out long, I honestly, if I'm the leader right now, I consider pitting, but it's all
And here comes the 99 line cone
line
in.
cone. You don't want slide
Irish
job
staying
getting out
out.
so far.
That's a hot one. And
Sean for life in.
Irish both out.
Hot one. Should be interesting to see where slide comes out.
All right, and here he comes.
I'm watching hot one right now. Hot one just past the start finish line.
'44 coming in.
Is hot one still in the pits or slide job?
Irish came in. Oh, and that's a hot one. Is still.
Here comes hot one.
He
He's pitting now.
All right. See how this cycle plays out.
I think slide's advantage over hot one is going to be so big, but racing is ahead of slide job right now, so it should be interesting.
Also, the number 99, he pitted as well already, and he's in front of slide.
Yeah, I guess slide didn't get as big of an advantage as he thought he did. All right, here's hot one. Wow, look at the amount of space racing made up on hot one. He's
That's
now
crazy.
only about 1.5 seconds ahead.
That's crazy. And look, Irish is right on the tail of this group too, so that's yeah, that's pretty close right there.
Slide job looking to the outside of line cone.
Line cone coming back on slide. They got a good little battle going on.
But they're not
Currently
catching hot one. No one is catching hot one right now. Not even racing.
I'll tell you what, his car is fast today. I mean, you would have thought it would have taken a couple laps to get his tires warmed up and back up and going, and it sure doesn't seem like he had any trouble at all.
Line cone looking to the inside of racing. Racing gonna have that defensive line into the corner here. Should be just under halfway. Line cone gives racing a shot. Here comes slide job. He's going to make it 3 wide and take them both.
Oh, guys are getting aggressive. Allowing Irish to catch the tail.
Irish going to make it 3 wide again. Nope, thought better of it. He did move slide up though.
Ooh, a little bumping going on.
Racing
Now
gonna
the
make
9
it
going
3
to try
wide.
to dip on the inside.
Watch slide jobs run off though.
The Irish might have tapped the wall just a little bit there.
Will he clear him? No. Yes, barely.
Now Racing's got the inside line on Irish.
Well, Brandon, if who is your favorite Star Wars character?
Ooh. Are we talking
Any
the
any
light or the
genre,
dark?
any.
Hmm. Um, is it too mainstream if I say Anakin? Here we go. We'll go a little bit different. How about Grievous?
Grievous. Okay. Okay.
The Metal Man himself.
The Metal Man himself. Okay.
Speaking of that, I think the
Irish is
Force
beating the.
maybe with the Hot One. I mean, this guy
Yeah,
is
he's
just
gone.
dominating
He's
this
gone.
race. This is insane. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. This is a crazy performance from That's a Hot One. He's just got to hope that he played his strategy right and he can keep this up for the remainder of the race.
Yeah, and if you're Hot One right now, hey, you just run your line, and with how far you are, I'm sure you're just looking at the leaderboard and you're like, what is going on back there?
Yeah. But he's out front. He's had clean air this whole race. The other guys
Do you
behind
back
him
it
are just
off at
back
this
and forth,
point,
back and
though?
forth. We'll
Just
see.
to
So
minimize
what lap?
mistakes.
I don't remember exactly what lap it was when he came in, but it had to have been close to 40, or maybe a few after 40, maybe 42. Um, it's going to be close, man. I mean,
Can you get a lap count?
I don't think he's gonna run out of fuel, but I don't know. He may have to try to start conserving a little bit. Currently on lap 55 out of 75.
So 20 to
55 out of
go.
75. 20 to go.
Well, at this point, I would say this is Hot One's race, unless anything can happen, though.
It's true. Line Cone, he's not completely out of the clear, but he's broken away a little bit from that little battle that's been going on. So maybe he'll be able to get some clean air and a good run on the Hot One.
Yeah, it's been a wild battle back there. I say back there, like, you know.
It's not that far back there, but it's still. We know
It's pretty back there. It's pretty back there. Hot One has a lead like Sebulba in episode 1. And Line Cone right now doesn't have Skywalker's speeder.
Yeah, no kidding. So, is it fair to say right now that That's a Hot One is basically like the Darth Vader of this race? He's basically supreme.
I would go with the Emperor.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, he's calling the shots, working behind the scenes, kind of just owning this race. But if I had to pick my favorite Star Wars character, it would probably be... You're going to have to give me a minute on that one.
You walked into that.
Well, yeah. It depends on genre. If you're talking originals, Vader. If you're talking prequels,
Ben.
Dooku. If you,
Okay, Count Dooku.
or Kenobi. Kenobi. Yeah, let's go with Kenobi. If you're talking animated TV series, Ahsoka. If you're talking the books, Darth Bane.
Ooh, Bane. The good one.
So, like I said,
How about old Jar Jar Binks?
he can stay off the face of the earth, okay? I was hoping we would
Okay.
go the whole workout.
No.
Hot one. Fast he is.
Oh man.
We're
I
having
see
too much
Ravi
fun.
making a little pass on the inside of the 45. 45 trying to come back though. Off the positions.
Yeah, and something I've noticed that if you're in a pack of cars, it's very hard to break away. As Sean for Life got through the pack, and I thought he might try to catch those leaders, and meanwhile, he's still battling the 18, the 44, and the 55. Just like he has this entire race.
Yep. Tell you what, I'm feeling pretty bad for my boy Dusty. You know, he is having a pretty good run up there in the 4th and 5th spot
Yeah,
until
now he's in
got
last
booted
other
out.
than Nick H.
Yep.
The slide job have anything for line cone to bring the 1-2 finish for colleague.
Yeah, he is coming back slightly. I feel like these guys, you know, they're still a ways back, but I feel like they are gaining just a slight bit of traction on That's a Hot One. I don't know if they've got enough time to actually catch him, but I feel like they're
He's going into
getting up
turn
there.
1. What are we, 10 to go?
Probably pretty close. Let's see. Yeah, and you called it, Inferno. We are on lap 65 out of 75. 10 to go.
Hot one going into turn 1. They're about at the checker flag. The question is, did Hot One pit too early? I think he's got enough of a lead as long as he can hold on to that car. I don't think it
Yeah.
matters.
I think he's still got enough juice. I mean, I feel like they are gaining just a slight bit of ground. You see, he's on the straight, they're turning the corner. But I just don't know that they've got enough time left to come back.
It's Hot One. Brown's turn 2. Linecone is definitely catching Hot One right now.
Yeah, he is. Good little battle between Irish and Slide right now. They've bumped doors 3 or 4 times. Slide going on the inside.
Coming to what, 5 to go? Well, after the race, y'all, we are going to talk to Hot One, Line Cone. Those two
Yeah,
are
and
pretty.
we are just now coming up. We're just now coming up on lap 70, so we've got 5 to go. 5 to go.
And then it looks like we're going to talk to Mr. Slide Job today. Brandon, who do you want to pick as Hard Charger Award for the day?
I feel like I don't remember what position he started in, but I feel like it would have to go between Slide and Line Cone, right? I mean, both of those guys I feel like have made the most amount of traction. I know Line didn't start in the top two, and so for him to finish in second is pretty strong. If he finishes in
Ooh!
second, I'm not
Irish
saying anything
gives
ahead of time.
Slide the bumper. Will Slide give it back in the next corner? You know it. There's the bumper. 3 to go this time by.
Slide going low.
Another shot to Irish. You know what? I'm going to give the Hard Charger award to Irish. Because
Okay, I like
he
it.
definitely came from the back. And he caught these leaders. No one else was able to catch him, really. Well, after the race, folks, we're going to talk to our top 4 for the race. This should be 2 to go this time by. Does Slide have anything for Irish? There's a car
This is
on the
actually
apron.
the final. This is actually on the final lap.
Oh, Slide sends it in there. Moves him up the track.
That's the checkered.
And Slide does the move Ryan Newman did to Kyle Larson.
Wow. Wow.
All right, ask for the top 4. And your fastest lap of the race. That's a hot one. All right, everyone should be in here. All right, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk to the 2 that were battling at the finish line. And first off, we're gonna go ahead and talk to Mr. Slidejob, our 3rd place driver, after the move that Newman did to Kyle Larson at the same track. You got a copy?
Yep, I got you.
Well, man, hey, first time talking to you all year. It seemed like you had a good car, but it wasn't fast enough for your teammate, man, who put on a clinic. Go ahead and talk about the race, and also tell us who your favorite Star Wars character is.
Yeah, we worked a lot on this setup. I think we were running a similar platform. I think the biggest thing for me was qualifying P7, and he had the pole, so that definitely helped. I was glad to see him run up through there, but yeah, he was definitely faster by far than anybody I saw. So absolutely happy to see a teammate get the victory, and I think it was a great day for the team. For myself, I expected to do well here. There's always been a track that's been really good to me.
It's a
Yeah,
home track, correct?
yeah, it's one of the two. So between here and Pocono are home for me. But this one's always been pretty special. So was really happy to be able to run up in the top three for most of the day. And, I was battling basically with Trackhouse the entire day. I think we kind of gave up a lot to the 31 because we were battling really hard, and the 9 as well. So the four of us kind of really were side drafting and blocking and doing everything we could to get around each other. So it was great battles. It was really fun there at the end battling with the one. Me and him are good friends. We raced for a long time, and uh, yeah, he he left the door open that last corner, and with how competitive this league is, for every point, you'll be damned I'm gonna take it.
Gotcha.
And my favorite Star Wars character is a good one. Um, I'm gonna go with Darth Vader because I grew up um, loving the movies with Darth Vader in it, and he was probably he was the first Star Wars costume I ever wore for Halloween. So
Awesome,
Nice.
awesome. So, all right, Irish. You definitely had a better card than Slide at the end. Do you accept the move he did, or does he have one coming?
Um, yeah, so we were pretty even, going into that last corner, on shots, because, I bumped him, he'd bumped me. I wasn't expecting him to drive that far into the corner from like 5 car lengths back, but that's short track racing, man. So,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Do you
good
have a
car.
favorite Star Wars character?
Uh, you know, I don't want to reiterate, but I'm a Vader guy too.
We all are. We all are. It's
Yeah.
hard to choose without
So,
Vader. Gotcha. Well, hey man, nice to talk to you. First time talking to you. Hopefully we get to talk to you more.
thanks.
All right, Brandon, you want to go ahead with our second place driver?
Yes, sir. Second place finisher, Lion Cone. You got a copy, man?
Yep, got a
Hey,
copy.
Lion, are you in here? You got a copy?
Yep, I got a copy. You got me.
Hey, bud. Great race tonight, man. You know, as where you started, and then being able to battle with that group. The guys basically, once that's a hot one, kind of started to run away with it. There's a pack of you guys, second, third, fourth, and fifth, all kind of, swapping positions and everything else. And then you finally got, after the pit cycle, you had a good run and kind of, fled away from the group. What do you have to say about the race? And what was your strategy and how did everything play out for you?
Well, it was good racing. My car just too tight into the corners, would not turn in the center. I don't exit, so car just didn't drive as good as I needed it to early enough. Then we got battling with second place there and lost all our time to the 31. Then there at the end after the pit stop, we were running about the same laps as the 31, so holding even. So wondering what could have been if we were up there, but no, the 31 ran a perfect race. So great win.
Yeah, well, congratulations. Good race for you coming in second, and great points going to your team, especially you and Irish both finishing up there in the top four. And before we let you go, just like we asked everybody else, do you have a favorite Star Wars character?
Um, I don't think I've ever watched a single Star Wars movie the whole way through, so I don't really know.
All right, there we go.
Gotcha.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, our winner tonight, ran away with this thing. Number 31, that's the hot one. You got a copy, bud?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, phenomenal race, dude. Um, I mean, basically, ever since the whole shot, just the get go, I mean, you basically took charge of this race and pretty much went wire to wire. Just curious what your input and thoughts were on the race, and just had a question about your strategy. Did you know going into the race that, like, was that your plan to basically stretch fuel as long as humanly possible and come in at the last minute, or did you kind of wait and make that decision once you saw a few of the guys behind you go ahead and go into pit road? Did you say, okay, well, I'm just going to stay out and try to gain a little bit of advantage?
Yeah, I waited till like that little group they had. I believe it was 5 cars. I wanted to wait till all of them pitted, then I'll pit the lap after the final guy does, and just for a tire advantage, so I could maintain or gain, and it worked out pretty well for me.
Yeah, I would say that. That's kind of what me and my co-host Inferno were talking about. After that cycle, you came out and everybody was kind of right behind you, and I felt like it was probably going to take a few laps for the tires to heat up and for you to get going. And man, that was not the case. So I guess you just had the perfect setup tonight. But your car was on rails, man. So congratulations on the win. And just like we've asked everybody tonight, do you have a favorite Star Wars character?
I do. My favorite character is Yoda.
All right.
Yoda, okay.
Sir.
You
The
definitely
wise
brought
one.
your inner Yoda out tonight. But
Yes, sir.
again, congratulations on the victory. Good points going to you and your team, and we look forward to seeing what you can do next week.
Appreciate it.
Well, we also have his owner in the chat, so we're going to talk to Mr. Slidejob again. Great points today overall. I know that you guys needed that, and I don't want to brag, Hot One, but I did tell Slidejob all about you because you and I raced together before. So,
I appreciate that.
congratulations on the win. Makes me really
Thank you.
happy to see you succeed in here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I
Appreciate
mean,
it.
for me, it was an easy pick. I mean, between not only what he did in the qualifiers, but I talked to him after the qualifiers, and we seem to have kind of the same outlook on races, and we kind of complement each other on where we can do better. And I felt that this week we finally were able to show that off. We were pretty far off in practice, and we worked together pretty well this week. And I think we were expecting to get to not be as good, but I think all that hard work paid off, and I'm glad to get a rebound this week.
Gotcha, yeah. Well, that's it for the drivers. They told you who their favorite Star Wars character is. Branham, pick someone other than Vader. Tell us who your favorite is.
Well, like I said during the stream, I've always been an Anakin fan, especially through
Same
his
guy.
progression. But yeah, you're right, same guy. That's why I was gonna say, I'm gonna go with Grievous, man, the Metal Man. I think Grievous is a incredible character, strong character, and just different. He's intriguing. So I'm gonna go with Grievous.
Gotcha. Well,
What
I
about you,
did.
Inferno, to
I
finish
thought
up?
about it. I gave 4 different names. I said Vader. I said for the prequels, Kenobi. I said for the animated TV show, Ahsoka. I said for the
But you
books,
can only
Darth
pick
Bane,
one, Inferno.
Ahsoka. Hands down,
Ahsoka.
my favorite Star Wars character of all time.
Right.
Probably the most developed character. Dave Filoni is a god and will save Star Wars. But we can't just talk about Star Wars. We have to talk about next week, round 5,
Road America,
a
Road
road
America.
course.
first
Wow.
one of the year.
First one of the year. So, Hot One, are you going to double down?
I'm pretty good at road courses, so yes.
You heard it here first. And also, hey, Line Cone, you still there?
Got me.
Okay. So, did you tune in to Tuesday night when we talked to Team Penske?
I started watching it, but I didn't get to finish it.
Okay, so driver Sean for Life
Oh, he's
made
not
the
going
comment,
to.
and he said that somehow you luck into any wins. Care to comment?
We'll see.
Okay, so
I like
hey, man.
it.
Short and to the point. So anyway, for everyone, may the force be with you. Great race, and Inferno Speed and T Branham signing off. Have a great night.
See you next week.
I haven't finished worse than second in